Hi friends! So today is Friday and I am stamping and creating and filming so I could bring you along on the process with me. And I am just going to pull in some of the things that I've got on my desk and play with them. And one of the things I'm going to be using are my washi tapes from the Washi Tape Shop. I love this product, and I know a lot of you have used Washi Tape Shop products before, and a lot of you have gotten hold of me since you've gotten your orders, because I do have a discount code down below, and tell me you love them too. And here are some of the cards that I made using these in my last video when I was using up my scrap papers on my master boards. I mean, look at these little washi tape mice, and I put some glossy accents on the eyes of the cute little mouse. Oh my gosh. So these are just some of the cards that I have made using these. And I know there's so many ways you can use these washi tapes in journals and things, and that's another whole other video that I'm looking forward to making. But the Washi Tape Shop sent me some tapes a little bit ago, and honestly I haven't had a chance until now to open them all. So let's do that. Let me get these out of the way. And I'm also using my Brusho powders today too, because I'm going to create some fun cards using the Brusho powders for the background. Oh my gosh. And I keep all of this beautiful paper because I can use it and the little sticker on scrapbook pages too in my junk journal. Nothing gets wasted. So this is the Spring Oasis washi tape sticker set. Oh, and it's got beautiful sentiments, flowers, whispers, what words cannot say. Oh my goodness. Okay. This one just got pulled off of this right here. So you know what? Let's just go ahead. I've got tags here. Let's just stick this on a tag. This might fit on this tag. These are just tags I've previously die cut. Oh my gosh. I mean, it doesn't get much faster than that. I mean, look at these. Oh my gosh. Just beautiful. Okay, let's look at the other ones. Let's roll that up. Look. Gosh, you can't even tell that there's a sticker on that. I just love it. Okay, and then this one, we have buzzing bees and blooming flowers, nature's sweet dance in sunlit hours. Well, that's beautiful. Okay, here's another one that's, oh, I see, they're sticking behind a little bit. Ooh, Lord. We have a little hummingbird. It's just stuck to the tape. So, what have I got here? We've got a big one right here. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's my shimmery cardstock too. So let's just put this on. And we'll just stick the hummingbird right here. And boom, I already have a beautiful tag. Got a little bit we'll trim off here. I used my decal dies for this. Okay. So you've got the flowers. Whispers. Flowers whisper what words cannot say. In moments of silence, they express the unspoken emotions that resonate deeply within our souls. A flower does not think of competing with the flower next to it. Oh my gosh. This is just lovely. Lovely. And then this one. If you guys have been using washi tape from the Washi Tape Shop, let me know what you've been using it for. Because there's so many ways. I mean, think bookmarks and, you know, tags and cards and journals. In joy or sadness, flowers are our constant friends. The earth laughs in flowers. Oh, look at the dragonfly. Oh, I just think these are gorgeous. So you know what? Since I have my tags out, these are a lot of pre-cut tags. Let's just grab some, because I'm going to use these as embellishments on my cards. So let's just grab a few. I may not use them all today, but then again, I may, because this is going to make the cards come together super duper fast. Okay, I think we'll leave it at that. I think we'll get a few from each one. I really like this one with the dragonfly. So, do I have another tag that's big enough that's already cut? Oh my gosh, I just love that so much. Will it fit on the circle one? Maybe, maybe not. I may need a bigger tag for this one. How about this one? Oh, I think we're just going to be able to squeeze that on. So that is white on top of the crumb cake. It doesn't, you know, look translucent on it, but is that on there? Ooh, I can just take it off because I just got another idea. Because looking beside me, I have these tags that I purchased at the Dollarama store. So let's pull out one of these. Oop. Oh my goodness. Technical difficulties. Oh, you know what? That makes sense. Let's just do it this way. Yeah, I like that better than on the crumb cake. I like it when you get that translucent background. And we got a little butterfly on here. Oh, look, you know what? Let's put this one on there too. We'll just put it right on top. And come on, little butterfly. There we go. Oh my goodness. I squished my butterfly. Let's unsquish the butterfly, shall we? There. And I am going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut this because I'm going to pull in just this little bit just to continue this as if it's coming out above. Let's see. Like so. Okay. And then I have my sentiments here, and I just pulled out You're a Great Friend that I'd already stamped and embossed in white. So let's put that on. fast, hey? Super duper fast. And for this one, don't know, but I think that might just fit in there. The earth laughs in flowers. I love that. Okay, so there's that. Anything else I want to put on that one? Okay, I think we're good on that one. Now here's another one. Okay, so for this one, I think a flower does not think of competing with the next flower to it. I do like that. And there's so many different options I can use with that. Let's just do the circle. Just gonna put that there. And just the single flower, I think. I was gonna do the brown ones. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe we'll layer this red one on too. Why not? Who says we can't have more than one flower? Look how beautiful that looks. Okay, so there's that done. I think I'm gonna need more die cuts because as I'm looking at some of the washi tapes I want to use, I don't think I'm gonna have enough die cuts. This one is called Country Ballad, PET tape. So let's see. Oh my word. Well, this is pretty gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. I don't even want to cut this. Oh my word. Okay, I'm not going to use that on these tags. I need to save that for a scrapbook page or something. That's way too pretty to cut. That's like, look at this one. I love this one. Look at that with the sky. And that will work with this one. Okay. Okay. We might be making more than cards today. I think this is gonna this is gonna be a fun crafting day. I can tell you that. Okay. I have some other really beautiful ones that I'll show you, and they're also PET tapes. So this one is Garden Daydreams wide washi tape. Again, I like to try to save this paper from my junk journals. Okay, these are really cute, and I don't think I'm going to put these on a tag. I'm just going to put them directly on the cards because look at that. Really fun. Okay, have I opened them all? I believe so, but there are some beautiful ones I have not shared on my channel yet. And I want to show you because they're probably my favorites. And they're the Cafe series, or at least I'm calling them the Cafe series. Oh wait, this one's not. This one's similar to the one I just showed you. Hang on. Reading the book. Like, aren't they sweet? If you've never used products from the Washi Tape Shop, I will tell you the quality is incredible. I mean, incredible. That's why you see the Washi Tape products a lot online, because they are phenomenal. Okay, I don't know which one to show you first. Look at this. I think this is the Spring Cafe. Yeah, look at the spring. Oh my gosh. Look how beautiful and vintagey. The little rabbits, the butterflies, like this is just fantastic. And then we have this one, which I think is the Summer Cafe. I don't know what I did with the label on this, but you can find them on their store. Let's look at this one. The little cat in the grass. Yeah, Summer Cafe. Cherries and books and teacups and summer drinks. Oh gosh. I love these so much. I can't even tell you. I absolutely love them. Boy, this goes on. This has a lot of different images on it. Whew, exciting. Okay, let's grab some of these and put them on. Let's just grab this one. This has like a latte or a special tea drink with the books and the flowers in the vase. Look at the detail. Can you see the detail of those flowers? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. Alright, I'm going to put it on this one. Am I? Is it going to fit? Ooh, it's pretty close. That's got ink on it, but I think that might be too close too. Yep. Alright. It's all good. We'll figure it out. We'll put it right here. Look at that. I love it. I absolutely love it. And what else do we want on here? My tape out of the way. This is so sweet with the cats and the books. And I know somebody who will love that. And if she's watching, she knows I'm talking about her. A little someone's having a birthday coming up. And she loves cats and books. So this is perfect for her. I'll just put this right on here. Isn't that precious? Goodness gracious. Okay, so we shall move on to another roll. This is going to be some serious mass producing going on today, and I can't wait to show you the finished cards that I have in mind. And we are still pretty much waiting for spring here in our neck of the woods of Nova Scotia. In fact, we're getting snow today. It's April 24th, and we are getting snow today. Can you imagine? What the heck? I do believe, oh my gosh, look at that wisteria. Oh, that's so pretty. Will that fit here? It does. Saffron succotash. All right. My nails are too short. I see these videos online with people creating unbelievable things with the Washi Tape Shop products and using their fancy pantsy why can't I think of the word? These thingies. Oh my goodness. Should I fold that over or should I trim that? I think I should trim that. And I also see a lot of beautiful pages and projects made where they do, you know, trim up the washi tape. Ugh, I don't want to waste any of it though, because it's so gorgeous. I mean, look at that. It makes me happy. It makes me happy, I tell you. Could we put this little guy down here? Oh, we could. Should we? Maybe. Not sure. Why not? Why not? I like using my little Stampin' Up tool here. There we go. Sweet, huh? All right, so what about this crumb cake one? I think these books would look beautiful. Oh, wait a minute. The cafe would look beautiful too. I just don't want to cut too much off. What about this one? Oh, that's pretty. Let's do that. Can you tell I have no plan? Listen, this is the real Tina is crafting at home. No plan. She is just going to play kind of day and film the process. And hopefully you guys get lots of fun ideas. I know I say that all the time, but isn't that what it's all about, is sharing our creative process and different ideas and showing different ways to use what most of us have in our stamp rooms already. If you don't have Washi Tape Shop, you can, of course, you know, make the cards and projects I have planned for today using your stamps. Or you can use different products like this, but I will say I do love my Washi Tape Shop products. Okay, let's take a little look here. Here's some of that washi tape I used on those previous cards. Oh, I love these so much. Oh my goodness, the little gnome. Oh, he's too small for that one. Oh, I just love that mouse. Oh my goodness, look at those two. I need bigger pieces, or I'm just going to put them directly onto my cards. Which is what I may do. Oh my gosh. Is that a pickleball racket? Because if it is, my sister-in-law is going to need a card made with that. How funny is that? Did I try that gnome? I think I used that gnome on another card. I love this one. That's my favorite. I really kind of feel like we should be using some of these. Those strawberries are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. What do we got going on here anyways? Look at hanging out the laundry. Lordy Lord. The little teacup mice. Look at those beautiful flowers. Gosh. Okay, let's just grab this one since it's already started, like it's sponged. And we'll just put this little guy on there. Oh my gosh. That was the right call. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Okay. Is that it for tags? I mean, I do have other washi tapes, but I think I'm gonna, I might do some stamping on these tags. And then as far as the other washi tape bits that I want to use, I might just use them directly to the cards. Well, that was fun. I mean, I enjoyed that. Okay. I just love that. So, and I could add sentiments to these. I can sponge these. Maybe I'll just go ahead and do that. Okay. What do we want? We are going to use the early espresso and my sponger. So you guys will have to leave a comment and tell me how you guys are doing. And I'd love to know what you've been creating at home, what you're making. And I think I've mentioned a few times I've been going down the whole junk journal rabbit hole. Oh my gosh. That's something else I want to be doing on a regular basis. And if you want me to share my process, some of it's, you know, just me learning as I go. But some of it is things I've done years gone by and kind of forgot about them and want to start doing them again. And it's definitely using products that are already in my stamp room for the most part. My retired Stampin' Up! Products, some other bits and pieces that I've picked up here and there throughout the years. Some things like this tag that I've just been picking up at the dollar store and different embellishments from the dollar store. And a whole lot of things that would ordinarily go in the recycling bin that are now going into my junk journals and master boards and fun, 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 fun. I have to tell you, this is a game changer, this sponge dauber. It's a Tim Holtz one that I had for years, and I forgot I had it until recently. I don't think I'll ever go back to a regular sponge for sponging ever again. I'm kind of adding a little bit more just to make this look a little bit vintagey-ish. This one. I love that I am cutting out dies when I just have some time to, I was going to say fart around, but to be honest, that is what I would say. When I'm just fluffing around with my music on or listening to an audiobook or whatever it may be. And I've just been die cutting shapes and tags and all kinds. And I've been sharing that with you as well and showing you how I'm storing them. And then I've got them for quick projects. And this is a prime example. I mean, this is going to be a lot of projects done in no time. And I know I can speed up the video and make these videos shorter, which is usually what I've done in the past. Or I'll speed up sections. And sometimes that's unavoidable because you just, yeah, sometimes you just want the shorter videos. But if you like the longer videos where I'm just yabbering along like I am today, as if you are in the room with me, because that's how I imagine it, then let me know. I will continue doing both the shorter videos and the longer videos, but I'd love to know what what you guys like. I'm going to quickly sponge some of these because I think I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to stamp some. And see, that's got writing on the back, and I just ran it through a die anyways. I'm so excited about some of the ways I want to play today with the Brusho paints, or the Brusho powders, I should say. And I'm going to be turning them into paint. And I'm going to pull in some stencils. I don't even know everything I'm going to do. I just know, like, today is the day I've got my crafting hat on. And I'm stinking excited to have the time to do this today. Got some leftovers in the fridge. I made scalloped potatoes for the first time in years. Made them last night because we had some leftover ham I took out of the freezer, and I don't know why. I love everything, but scalloped potatoes have never been my favorite thing. But I made some last night and they were delightful, very good. And so we're just going to have some leftover scalloped potatoes. I made a really nice cheesy sauce for them with some ham and some green salad. So I don't even have to make supper today because we're having the leftovers for supper. So, okay, we may as well finish these ones because why not? They're here. I can't wait to see what I end up creating today. It's gonna be fun. I have so many ideas, actually, that I highly doubt I'll have them all in one video. Otherwise, that would be like a weekend-long marathon. Okay, I don't know if it's from sponging those or if it's from my hot flashes, but I need to do a little stripping here in the room. Okay. Hoochie mama. So these ones we're going to stamp, or we're going to use them with stamps. Oh my gosh, these are just so sweet, aren't they? I love them. I kind of feel like this one needs a little something something. Maybe like another word here. I don't know, but we'll come back to it. And this one, I'm definitely going to put a sentiment on that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's move on to the Brusho. But first, I need to take more clothes off. Okay, sweater, shirt off, tank top on. Let me just say that hot flashes are not for sissies. I thought I was going to skip right past this this part of aging, but no, this winter it has hit me with a vengeance. Okay, too much information? Well, you know, we're all friends here, right? So, all right, let's create some backgrounds. We will come back to these in a bit. These are going to be so quick to finish our cards. Now, I'm going to use watercolor paper today. I actually just have this one down so that the reflection of the light isn't too distracting off my glass mat. But I have been using the North Shore watercolor paper just from the dollar store. No, beg your pardon. This is from Walmart. And I know it's not the highest quality. I do love the Stampin' Up! Fluid watercolor paper, but I have been using this as well, and I'm pretty darn impressed. So let's just cut this down. How are we going to cut this down? I'm going to cut it down. So this is 11 by 15. Okay, let's just cut it down at 8.5. And then we'll cut it down at 4 1/4. That's got bent corners, but that's all right. And then we'll cut it at 5.5. So 5.5 by 4.25. We'll just make a stack and then we can trim them or cut them with our dies later. Okay, and then this is going to be a weird size, right? So this is 7.5, give or take, right, by 11. So I'm going to cut this at 5.5. Or am I? Yes, I'm going to, because I could even use these in my journal if I want to, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to play. Play. Okay, the question is what to do first. So I'm pulling in a stencil. This is from Gina K. And I think we're going to do this 2 ways. This is distracting me. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So I need water. So I mentioned this in my last video too. I seen this tip somewhere online. I thought it was brilliant. It's just from the dollar store, you know, that you can put your ketchups or whatever in. And I've been keeping it on my desk table with water, and then I can fill my spritzers with it, or like I'm doing with this little dish. Bing a bang a boom. Okay, so we have that, and a piece of paper towel. Okay, I think the first thing I'm going to do is, and I know I'm going to get paint and different things on this back piece, but I will cut that up and use it later. I'm going to just put on a little bit. This is the moss green. And this is the yellow and the blue. I think we'll just keep it at that for today. Well, for this one, I mean. I ain't done today. No. Tina's she's just charging up her engine, friends. Okay, I'm going to take our water painter. Now, I know you can spritz this, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put my water down. I guess I could have used a water dropper, couldn't I? Hang on. I know I have a water dauber somewhere, or like I showed in my last video, just unscrew your aqua painter and just do that. There, that's better. Ooh, look at that, water is just flowing. All right. And then we'll work it all in. I know you can spritz the powders with water, but I tend to like using my brush instead. That looks cool down here. I think I need a little bit more mossy green. Ooh, that's a fun little experiment that just happened there. Can you see how that's just like, shh, let's do that here. Well, we just discovered something cool. Except I do want to move that around. So I'm just dabbing my water on, and I'm just letting the powders do their thing. Load that up with a bit more water. Don't be shy with the water, I think, is the secret with this. That's pretty fun. Okay, I'm just kind of moving those in a little bit. Now, oh, here's what I'm thinking. Let's just put the stencil smack dab on like that, and then press down with my paper towel. And you know I'll be saving this paper towel. Don't throw away your inky paper towels. They are gold for projects. Gold, I tell you. I don't know if I need to let this sit and dry or if I should just lift it up. Let's just lift it up. Oh, see, that's pretty. Look at that pattern. Okay, so there's still ink on here. So where are my tags that I just finished sponging? Here they are. Let's just grab some tags, shall we? And see what we get just by doing this. And again, well, these are just regular cardstock, right? This is the basic white and fairy vanilla. No idea what's going to happen here. Oh, well, well, well. How cool is that? Now, I want some more on this because that is cool. So, here's what I was kind of thinking for the next one anyways. We're going to set this aside somewhere safe to dry. I am thinking, hang on. I had to pick this up at the dollar store the other day because I can't find the one I usually have. But I'm going to make my paints. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the colors in each one. I probably only needed to do it in here, didn't I? Well, maybe not, because this could be like a very full craft session, and I might use them all up. Maybe I'll just make it my challenge to use it all up. All right, so handy dandy water, and look, we have paints. And this is one of the techniques I showed in my last video. I just think this is the coolest thing since sliced bread. Okay. I'll just stir it up with these. Oh my, my. The green. We'll do the red. The gamboge, I think it's called. Gamboge. Gamboge. How would you pronounce that? I don't know, but we need to make that a little bit more intense. It's actually a really pretty orange. And the blue is so vibrant. We're going to need more red, aren't we? Yes, yes we are. Brilliant red. Because today we're making happy cards and happy projects, and I don't even know what all we're making. I just know there are things in my head that I want to try, that I want to play with, and yay, you are tagging along with me. Okay, so we have our colors. Now, what color do I have on here? The red. Let's do this. I seen this somewhere online. I was like, well, that's just stinking brilliant. We'll put some red in there. Don't go too far away there, paper towel. And we'll put some yellow. This is going to be really exciting to see what happens. And of course the colors are going to blend together, right? I think. Who knows? Maybe I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Oh, I wasn't ready to go in the blue, but I guess the universe had different plans. Oh gosh. I don't think we need to do the whole thing. Oh my. This is fun. No rhyme or reason. Should we leave it at that? I know we didn't get any orange in there, but we're going to get the orange anyways because of the red and the yellow, right? We're probably going to get all kinds of things. All right. Let's move this out of the way let's move things I don't want to get ruined out of the way first. Okay, so let's grab this bigger piece. Now, should I wet this first? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't even know where my water is. Well, I mean, I know I've got this, but where's my spritzer? Okay, I don't have my spritzer handy right now, so down she goes. And let's just tap that down. I think this would have a very different outcome if the paper were wet already. So we may try that again. And I think there's still going to be ink left on here, which is what I'm going to use on these tags. Well, that's pretty cool. It's not what I expected, but it was wet on dry, right? So imagine if this were wet. I still think that's pretty darn cool. Okay. I need to find my water spritzer. Hang on, friends. Okay, I can't find my water spritzer, but I have my old Stampin' Up! Mist. So we're going to do that. A little more water than what I want coming out of it, but it is what it is. Okay, so these are going to get stencilified. Total play. I am experimenting. Remember, the first one is, I'm going to say that the first one is practice. The second one is learning. And the third one will be usable, right? Let's just go with that. Not a fan. I take that back. Not a fan. Nope. That's a fail, in my opinion. Those can be better. Those can be better. Did not care for that at all. So how are we going to fix that, you might ask? Beats the heck out of me, but I ain't giving up on it. I ain't giving up on it. What if we try this? What if, because I'm trying to do 3 at once, what if we just plunk that down like so? What if we just tap some color on? Oh boy, I'm gonna make a mess, aren't I? We'll put some mossy green. Now what, Tina? Now what? I don't know. Well, here's a very old brush I've got. What if we take that with water? Oh, I so don't know what I'm doing. Let's just tap it. Oh, see? All the colors are blending in together. Not a fan. Okay, I'm going into my paint palette. See? Can you see? Can I get this on camera? Yes. And I'm just now pulling the color in. We're gonna make this work. I don't give up. No siree, Bob. We will come up with something exciting for these. Let's go into the blue. Dabby dabby dab. Are you thinking, oh, Tina, you're making a mess? Yes, you are 100% correct. However, you know me, right? You've been with me for a while. We can make messes into something beautiful, right? Surely had nothing to do with it. Okay, I'm going to grab this, and I'm just going to put this on top because I know I've got ink on top of here on top of that stencil now, and I don't want to waste it. And this could turn into something cool too. Who knows? This is how people discover fun techniques, right? 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 Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is fun. All right, let's just see. I don't know. That one turned out not too bad. That one's all right. I'm going to go clean my water and my stencil and then dry those. And we'll come back to those. Okay, friends, you know what? I'm delightfully surprised at how much I actually do like this. I think that's really, really neat. This one, you can see a little bit, needs a little help. I can figure it out. This one, I've got the stencil. I got a little bit of blank spot there, but I think that's cool. And I especially love the background I'm getting on my paper. Look at this. Right? Okay. I know I'm going to come up with something really cool with these, but I'm not done with the stenciling yet. I still have plans. I am really loving these. And they're not dry, so I best not mess around with them. Pretty, right? I think. Alright, I found my water spritzer, except it has ink refill already in it with red, and I want to empty it. So I'm going to just spritz randomly. I'm just going to literally stick some stencils down. Because I know I can use this for different projects down the road. So I'm just going to spritz like crazy. And then, since there's some water on there, what if we tap? Oh, because it's actually going on the stencil, isn't it? Okay. We'll make it work. All right. So I'm going to spritz again. I know it's still with red, or do we want to use red? No, we'll spritz with some water here. Okay. I need a little blue. Actually, there is blue there, so let's just spritz some more water. We are putting on the water now, kids. All right, let's grab some more paper. I told you it's play day in Tina's house today. Play day. And I have spritzed all over the place. And I know I warned of this in my last video, but look, there is like spritz all over the place. Look, even on my beautiful little tag. Oh, gosh. Oh. Oh, yeah. I made a mess. I made a grand mess. But, you know, that's all right. That's all right. That's what a craft desk is for, right? When I was a kid in preschool, which is when you're, what, about 4 years old, my favorite thing to do, and I still remember it, like 52 years later almost, finger painting. Loved finger painting. Loved getting messy. All the things. And I don't think that's really changed. All right, let's see what we get. Ooh, la la. We can definitely use that for projects. I'm going to say there's more water on there, so we're going back in. Do I? Don't I? Yeah. I'm going to put some green here and there. Oh, and that stencil kind of moved a bit. Whatever. Whoa, lordy. Okay. Let's be careful with the spraying this time. Let's see what we get. Oops. See, not as much because there wasn't as much water on it, but you know, that's going to be fun to play with. And I have some ideas for that. So I'm just going to put that here. Or no, I'm going to put that aside. Oh my gosh, I'm getting all kinds of backgrounds today. I'm going to bring another one in. And I'm going to take this. Actually, I'm going to spray this with water first. This is not coming out in a good stream at all. Okay, so we have our water. Then I'm going to take this off. I'm going to flip it around. Put it on that. Then I'm going to take this off. Flip it around because there's powder on top of these, right? Flip it around. Oh, stay there, you. I am totally doing this the hard way. We're going to slide that there. And I'm just going to dab some of this off. But that's going to be really fun to play with. All right. Then we have this. So let's just get some of that extra Brusho and the reinker and everything else that was on here. Let's just do this. That's fun. I feel like there's still ink on this though, so I don't want to get rid of it. Oh, that's fun. Yep. Look at how I'm holding these because there's still ink and I don't want to waste them. So I'm going to put that here. And I'm going to bring this in. Spritz with my water. What side is the ink on? I think it's on this side. Okay, then I think, I don't know, let's just do this. No. I can see powder still on there though. Right? Totally still powder there. Not really picking up the hearts, of course, right now, but that's fine. I need more paper. Oh gosh, that's pretty. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to just like stop the insanity and clean my stencils. Or not. Since we got it on here, how many times have I said that? Or not. Let's just keep playing. Because we have all this paint here, right? So let's use it. I'm going into this paint right here. Okay. I think I'm just going to do this for all of them. Use up what I've got. And I did not put any water on this paper first. Okay, and then we'll go in with some red. Okay, and I'm gonna make muck, aren't I? A little bit, yep. Okay, well, let's go into the blue then. Because I want the blues to make some purples. And greens. I'll put some more reds in there. I'm gonna pounce it now. See, my brush has got tons of color on it right now, so that's why it's just kind of going messy. So I'm going to go clean my brush. Okay, and then I got more paper, spritzing it with water. And put it down. Ready to see what we get? I know I am. Oh, well, that's way cool. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of room. Okay, that would have been good if it hadn't all bled. So I'm just going to dip some of that up. That looks super neat. Wow, those colors turned out really good. It's just a shame I lost a lot of the stencil design. So let's just do this. Yeah. When I lifted it up, oh, no, no, no. I was going to say it pulled the color, but look, I still have that design down there. Okay, so what I need to do is be careful when I lift this up. That's fun. Yeah. All the different hearts. Okay. I gotta go clean my stuff and then start putting some cards together. I thought I would spin the camera around and show you what I've just created and all the beautiful color that I did not expect to happen today with these Brusho powders, from the brights to the pastels, and I just love it. So we have this that we just did. Really cool. Imagine embossing with golds and things. Oh my gosh, we have so much. There's so much happening on my desk. So much. Right? Oh my goodness. And then this one. That's really going to be fun to play with. And then we have those over here. And then we have that down there drawing. Look at the funness that I've got going on my desk right now. Look at the funness. Lordy Lord. Okay, so I am going to let these dry and then come back and start chopping them up for cards. Okay, so it is time to turn these into cards. Everything has dried and I'm just really loving how these turned out, and I am going to step them up with some stamping, some embossing, and some texture paste. Look, you wouldn't know that those are all from the same colors. Like, look at that. And that's something, like, just from having a play. So what am I going to do? I am going to just cut these down to my panels, and I'm going to cut my panels to measure 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm not even going to overthink it. I'm just going to cut them and go from there. Okay, I have a ton of bases already, and I decided to save some without cutting for my journals. But look, I still have all of these to use, which is a lot. So actually, let's just cut this one down at 5 so that we have some of these colors. 3 3/4. 3 3/4. It should be 3 1/2. So we'll just leave that for another project. And then, so like lots left over. And then I still have these pieces, and I love these. I'm gonna save them for my journaling, actually. Oh my gosh, look at that one. I just love that. So I have quite a bit of goodies to use for my journals and cards in the future. And for today, like, this is a lot. This is a lot. And then I'm going to turn these into something. And then, of course, I have my tags that I put my washi tape on earlier. So I have gone ahead. I don't know how many cards I'm going to end up making, but I have gone ahead and cut Very Vanilla cardstock, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. Then I cut my basic black that measures 5¼ by 4. And on some of them, I ran my stitched rectangle die in the center because this is going to get covered with these pieces or the tags. And then I can also use these for other cards. So it just stretches out my cardstock. For sake of time, and because I'm just wanting to get all kinds of cards done, I'm going to stick with the same basic layout, I think, for most of today's cards. So I've pulled in Ranunculus Romance and Gorgeously Made. Not sure if I'm going to be using this set, but definitely using this one. And I also pulled in the decorative masks from Stampin' Up, linked together, all retired. And I'm going to start by stamping onto these. And I've had a lot of people asking about the envelopes that I'm using for my stamp sets now. I wasn't sure if I was going to love this system, but I do. So I have the link for these in my Amazon store description down below. And they come with the magnet. And then what I did is I took my old embossing folder. Sorry, I took the plastic that my embossing dies used to come in, the plastic sleeve, and I just cut around the edge so that I had a plastic sheet and put my stamps on that. And then I have the magnet sheets that come with the envelopes. That way I can see my stamps, and I just cut my piece that comes in the DVD case and just tuck it in. I like to put it this way so that when I lock the envelope together, it's not hitting the dies. So yeah, I've had some questions. If you want more information about that, let me know. But I love it because then I can also see the dies when I flip it over. So I'm going to use this one and this one. And just looking at this set, I think I might go ahead and use this one as well. So let's do some stamping first. And I'm going to use black. And I know I sponged brown around my tags, but I'm not going to worry about that. That's okay. Actually, I just had an idea. I'm going to use my Stamparatus. So I'm going to use my Stamparatus. I just kind of thought about that as I went to go stamp this. So we'll come back to that one. We don't even need that in there. Yes, we'll keep that in there. Okay. So the hearts on this one are going that way. And that's all right. Okay. So I think we'll put that there. We'll put this one up like that. Okay. And I'm just going to use my Stays On. So that's a little more crooked than what I wanted, so I'll fix that for the next one. Let's go that way. I just realized I forgot to stamp these and these tags. So I'm not going to stamp all of them, but I'm going to stamp some of them. So I'm going to use, I'm just going to go ahead and use the Elements of Text typewriter image. Cute. And for this tag, I want to do some script. I'm just going to have to wipe off any that's on the tape. The sticker, I should say. And actually, I wish I had gone over here a little bit. Okay, so I'll just slide those over. And I know this video is getting long, so I think what I'm going to do is I will fast forward. I'll put some music on, and I will tell you my plan is to add some texture paste. I'm going to use this stencil, I think. Just add a little bit of texture paste, let it dry, and then I'm going to start putting on my tags and any embellishments I need to add. But you'll see what I'm doing. And if you have any questions, be sure to comment down below and I will get back to you ASAP, just as soon as I can. But I think the rest is pretty much going to be self-explanatory anyways, but at least you got to see me how I made these step by step, and all the extra bits that I have is crazy. So anyhow, I am going to put these cards together and I hope you enjoy them. So in case you were wondering, because I've never done this before, you can actually heat emboss right on top of the texture paste. So this is the shimmery texture paste. So I'm just going to stamp right on here, just to add a little bit of gold here and there. I just tried it with another piece and it worked really well. And of course my texture paste is dry. And it looks really pretty with the gold. so it doesn't harm the texture paste at all, but I have that gold right on top of the texture paste. So I had just tried it a second ago and it worked. So I thought, okay, I gotta show this because I'm just loving how the gold looks on these backgrounds. So I'm going to continue adding gold to the remaining pieces. Look at this beautiful mess. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just laid everything out so I could maybe use this as a thumbnail picture, but let me quickly show you what I've got going on. And I am so delighted with these. So delighted. They turned out so nice, I think. Okay, so what should I show you first? I'm going to just show you some of those tags that I made, right? So these were just the stamping, a little embossing, a little sponging. You can use them for anything, right? But then I've got them and they're ready to go. And then this was with the stencil, remember? And then I added some shimmery texture paste and then did some gold embossing on top. I think that's a beautiful background. And look how pretty this one turned out. And can you see the stencil behind it? It almost looks like washed out. Let's see, the print goes this right side up there. But look, I think that turned out really, really pretty. And here's the other one that was dark. And yet now that it's dried, I can see all the different colors. I can see the pattern of the stencil faintly through this. I really hope the camera's picking this up. And then, of course, the stamping and the embossing. Lovely. Another one, right? Just magical. And then that one with the stencil and the Brusho powders, of course. And then we have the washi tape. Now, I tried something and it worked. I embossed right on top of the tape. It didn't melt. Now, mind you, I didn't hold it long enough to find out if it would eventually melt, but I was able to stamp in Versamark and emboss right on top with my gold. And I love it. How fun. Right? Just a few little gold accents here and here. If you try this at home, just watch you don't get any gold powder around the edge of the tape. I just kind of had to brush it a little bit if I did, and it took it right off. Look how cute. And I got that little bit of gold there. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to use these. And sometimes just a little metallic something I think just makes a difference. Oh, I love that tag. This one with the house, I'm still going to put a sentiment on it. It says Spring Cafe. Turned out so nice. This one, a little bit of gold. And then this one, I added some more gold on the tag. And then these, oh my gosh. Imagine, and you could just keep going to town. You could run these through embossing folders. This one, I decided not to put any gold on it because I didn't want to cover any of the hearts. I really liked how that one turned out. And then there's gold on all the rest. And some are shimmery, some are not, because my regular texture paste is a little bit too hard. This is regular texture paste. And it's very, very subtle. Whereas the shimmery texture paste adds that really pretty shimmer, right? Which is really nice with the gold. Like, look at that. Like, who knew that something like that could look so pretty for a background? So I am going to decide whether or not I'm going to sponge the edges or just glue them directly to my cards as is. Maybe I'll do that for some. Oh my gosh. Oh, so pretty. And yeah, add my little embellishments and sentiment, and my cards will be done. I have all of my pieces on the cards, and I decided not to sponge them. And oh my gosh, these really don't need much. I mean, you could just put a sentiment on these, I think, and call it a day. Let's see. I can't thank you enough, right? Can sponge that. You really do not need more than that. Our friendship is a thing of beauty. You know, you could really keep it just so simple, and I probably will. I'll probably use some of these, but I do want to put some of these pieces obviously onto the cards. So I'm going to go ahead and have a little play, and then I will show you what I come up with. Okay, friends, look at all the cards that I made. Oh my gosh, I got a little carried away and I couldn't stop. So I'm going to go through these fairly quickly to show you how they came together. And I got completely lost in the creating, I must tell you. And it's just hard to believe that all these cards came from those panels that I created earlier, and I have so many more panels yet to use. So this one, simple, I pulled a butterfly I had already stamped and die cut, glued it onto my card, and added the sentiment, "You are doing the best you can," and that's enough. That's from one of my Serene sentiment sheets, I believe. So if you subscribe to my newsletter, you'll get that download automatically for free. But just easy, right? Just an embellishment and a sentiment. Can you see the texture paste? It's really subtle, but I really, really love it. And you can see the hearts from the stencil. This one, I wanted to keep it a little bit simple, and I just pulled out die cuts I already had done. So I had a dragonfly, I added some diamond embellishments. The sentiment, "You popped into my heart today, so here I am," a little bow, and that's it. I just let the rest of the background do the design work. Another one with the dragonfly, and I just put the top wings on top of that. And "Glad we're friends," a little bit of trim, and that's it for that card. I love the gold embossing on the shimmer mist stenciling too. This one, simple, just a sentiment and just a dragonfly. And this one, just a sentiment. Remember when I mentioned I think that these would be great just with sentiments? So that's what I did here. And I love how you can faintly see the hearts below it from the stencil. This, simple. I just put some of the washi tape on top of this and added the sentiment, "No words, just love," a little extra stamping. And then my Washi Tape Shop stickers. Pretty. Now here's the washi tape piece that I made earlier, and I just added the ribbon and put that on my card. I did do some water splatters too before I glued these panels on. Look how this one turned out with that little circle that I did and the oval. So I put the oval behind the die. I also added a black die cut, some more flower tapes, a little butterfly, the trim, and that card is done. So some of these came together really, really fast. Look how cute this one turned out. I think it's adorable. "Thought of you today, smiled, sent a card." And then I added a little more stamping on the tag. Sweet. Love those hearts. This one was fun. This one was using the little gnome from the Washi Tape Shop roll of tape that I showed earlier. And this background is from a pack that I got at the dollar store. Be a Seeker of Magic. Let me quickly show you what I'm talking about, because I know I've been mentioning, "Oh, I've been getting this from the dollar store." Well, I know a lot of you have been seeing these as well because you've been telling me you've been getting them. And here in Nova Scotia, anyhow, Dollarama is where we're getting them, $1.50, and you've got sentiments and all kinds. So, and this one's getting hard to find, but this was, I think, the one, yeah, this is where I pulled out the Be a Seeker of Magic and put that behind my little gnome. Okay. This one was with that circle die cut that I had. I put a die cut on top of that, a little butterfly, and then the sentiment, God's timing is always right, even when it's hard. Oh, and I added some pearls as well, just for a little extra texture. I love how this one turned out. I used my banners. I have shown in previous videos. I've been just taking my little punches and punching out scrap papers, keeping them in a little container, and then I've got them for making quick cards like this. And that's all I did. I added some banners and my sentiment to finish this card, and of course a little trim. Thanks for knowing the unfiltered version of me and staying. This is going to my best friend, Jessica. I mentioned a girl who I know loves books and cats, and Jessica's who I was speaking of. So I'm going to give that to my BFF. This one, I wanted to use one of the big panels and just see what I thought of it. That's from this wide washi tape that I showed at the beginning of the video. And I think it turned out really nice. I added a little bit of lace. I drew on a little bit of an outline, and I wrote the sentiment is happiness is a good book. Perfect for the book lovers in our world, and perfect to give if you're giving a book as a gift. This is a perfect card to give with that. Here I found some daisy die cuts that I had in my stash, added a little bit of yellow ink, put them behind my tag, added some sentiments and a bow. And the sentiment reads, create a life you can't wait to wake up to. And yes, there's more. Look at this one. Oh my gosh, didn't that turn out sweet? And I pulled out the stamp set with the gnomes from Stampin' Up. There's no one better than you. Embossed it in white and cut it and put it on my card. And I just put those washi tapes directly onto the background that I made. And then I took my black alcohol marker and just went around the edge. I didn't put any black cardstock on this one. So it's pretty much a one layer card. I just popped up the sentiment here. Sweet. What else have we got? We're almost done. This is one that I made using the cafe stickers. I love the cafe stickers. I added a thank you. You're a great friend. Did a little bit more stamping. And that was how that one came together. And this one, I love how this came together and how all the colors came together. And I added some stamped and die cut leaves I had. I popped up some of the stickers on paper. More die cuts in my stash. This little sticker is part of this roll of washi tape. And then I put the sentiment, no words, just love, and a little bow. And that is that one. And then this tag, I decided just to put it on this bigger piece of paper. It's going to go in my journal, and I'm going to put some more stamping and some journal entry and maybe a little photo here. So I will share that in another video. And then I think this is the last card, and this is the oval piece with the cafe. And I went a little OTT on this, but I had a lot of fun just playing and playing and playing. So I added more washi tapes that I just put on cardstock, trimmed it up and popped it up on dimensionals, some of my sentiments from stamp sets. And yeah, that was a lot of fun to make. So there you go. I hope you got a lot of creative ideas here today. Kind of like with my master boards, these backgrounds that I made today will just go so far with making multiple projects and cards. So I hope you had a lot of fun watching today, and let me know in the comments if you'd like me to feature any of these cards in upcoming videos. And yeah, don't forget the link for the Washi Tape Shop is in my description down below. And I really encourage you to also use the supplies that you already have in your room, just like I did today. So many of these products, embellishments, and things that I added to my cards were already in my stash, and I am loving using them up. So that's it for me today, friends. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care and happy stamping.